Hi everyone, welcome to Advice to Think Twice and part 2 of You versus Them. We're going from Libra to Pisces in this video. You already have Aries through Virgo in a separate video. Alright, so yeah, as always, just be sure to watch all your signs. These are general. They're not going to resonate with everyone in the same way, so just be sure to watch all your signs, because that way you're sure to get a message in one of your placements, right? Specials are running. You can find them on the specials page of my website, special offer type readings, and information on private readings in general is also in the description box below. So this is going to be a you versus them, you and the person you're dealing with, whether it's a romantic situation or not. Although I have to say, so far, it's mostly picked up on romantic stuff. But like I say, I read the energy, but you take it as it makes sense to you. And you can flip the roles if they make more sense that way. Alright, so let's begin with Libra. 113, roughly. What's going on with Libra and the person on their mind? How you view them, how they view you, how you feel about them, how they feel about you, where things currently stand between you, where you would like them to go, where they would like them to go, unknown factors to consider, and in the outcome, we have the Hangman. Bottom of the deck, we have the King of Wands. So Libra, what I'm looking at here is a very, very intense, passionate connection that you're dealing with or will be dealing with very, very shortly, very soon. However, it's like neither of you want to take it further. It might be an on again, off again thing where you just come together, you spend a week, 2 weeks, a month, I don't know, just doing a lot of fun stuff, having a lot of fun. There's a lot of passion there. And then it's kind of like you let it go, they also let it go, and it just kind of goes away. Some time passes, it comes back around. Or like I say, this could be someone you're dealing with now for the first time. King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. We have Aries, Leo, Sag energy. I'm also seeing Gemini, I'm also seeing Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I'm also seeing Libra, your energy. How you view them, we have the Nine of Pentacles. You view them as eternally single. They don't want to commit. They don't want to settle down. They're in the moment. They're enjoying themselves. Sorry. They may be doing very well for themselves. They may be a business owner. But like I say, they're not interested in romantic commitments. That's how you view them, and you would be correct. How they view you, we have the Ace of Wands. They're very attracted to you, Libra. They are very attracted to you. They also see you as someone who, how do I put this? Someone who's not going to get attached. Someone who you can be together in the moment, but then you're not going to get clingy. That's how I'm picking this up. Or you're not going to want more from them. Your feelings towards them, we have the King of Pentacles. So in terms of how you feel about them, I see you as well. Like, you're kind of okay on your own. You have a lot to offer. You have a lot to give. If you were to get into a committed relationship, you'd be an excellent provider. You'd be an excellent partner, very stable, very supportive. However, what I do see is you're not going to chase. So how you feel about them is, when you figure it out, maybe I'll still be here, maybe I won't, but I know my worth. How they feel about you, we have the Page of Cups. There are feelings here. I feel like there's, you know, the irony here? They view you as someone who wouldn't catch feelings or wouldn't get clingy. But they already have feelings. They may be hiding them, ignoring them, but they do have feelings. It's a page, so it's just, you know, beginning stages. It's a crush type of energy currently. Where things currently stand, we have the Lovers. So with the Lovers, this could be, you know, you're spending a lot of time together. There's a lot of passion here. There could be talks of commitment, if it's not between the two of you, commitment in general, and each of you is talking about what that means to you. There's also a choice that needs to be made there. I feel like you're at that point where, okay, we've spent time together, we've gotten to know each other, we know that we both have a lot to offer, we know we'd be a good match. It's like decision time. What do I do with this? What do we do with this? And what happens after that? Well, where you would like things to go, we have the Seven of Swords. You're like, I don't want to have to say that I don't want to settle down with you. I don't want to have to say how I really feel here. Or you're like, I'm letting you decide. Because again, you view yourself as, I'm stable. I know who I am. I know what I have to give. I'm not going to chase you. So I'm letting this be your decision, what we do with this. What you want us to do with this is what we'll do with this. If you want to walk away, I'm walking away and we're done. If you want to take it further, we can take it further. But I feel like you're trying to let this be their decision. Because you're not going to chase them. And maybe you're that, in that place of, I don't want anything more. Because I'm seeing feelings on their side. On your side, not so much. It doesn't mean you're, you know, a bad person or evil. Because again, I feel like you're both on the same page on what this is. It is what it is, and then it goes away and comes back. Or you can recognize the connection. You can recognize that there's something here. You do view them as, I don't know if they are quite ready to settle down. So I don't know if I'm going to tie myself to someone like that. I need someone who knows they want me, or I'm not having it. You're more mature than this person. And it's like you're giving them a shot to do the right thing. But it almost feels like you're not bothered. It doesn't mean that you don't care, and it wouldn't hurt you, you know, or disappoint you, or deflate you, right? But I feel like you're giving them a shot at treating you the way you deserve to be treated. Where they would like things to go, we have the Eight of Cups. They are going to ignore their feelings. They are going to ignore their feelings. Why? What's influencing this? That's unknown. We have Justice. Either they're intimidated by you, I have to be honest. They're intimidated by you. They may feel like they're not good enough. They compare themselves to you and they're like, I can't even, I'm not in the same ballpark even. They view you as intimidating. They view you as, you've got it going on, you know who you are, you know what you have to offer. They know perfectly well you're not the type to settle. I can see that. And I feel like that intimidates them. Because you're at a king level, they're at a page level, and they recognize that. Whether it's in so many words or not, they recognize they're not quite on your level. You're giving them an opportunity to say, you know what? Whether it's to you or to themselves, you know what? I'm not exactly where Libra is. However, I know their worth. I want to be with them. I can grow here. I want to grow. I want to be better. I want to be a better match to Libra. I want to be a better partner so that we're on more equal footing. And I feel like that's what you're waiting to see if they do. In the outcome, we have the Hangman. I feel like if it's an on-again, off-again situation, it will be off again. If you're waiting for them to decide what this is going to be, I feel like you'll be waiting for a long time because you might not hear from them. They might ghost you. They might just take off and then just give you one-word messages, or, you know, keep telling you, oh, I'm so busy, I got so caught up in this and that, the other. Just completely avoiding whatever this is. Okay? I don't know if they're the type that they would play games in the past, or they didn't take love so seriously. But it's like they met you, and with you, they have to take it seriously because you take it seriously. And I feel like at this time, it looks like for them it's just too much. They feel like what they have to offer doesn't match what you deserve. That might be the case, it might not, but I don't think they're even willing to have the conversation. You know, they are just gonna avoid the whole thing altogether. The Hangman, the Magician, and the Three of Cups, yeah. They're going to, you'll look at them in, yeah, Five of Cups. You're going to be a little disappointed here, I'm not going to lie, but with the Five of Cups, remember that those two cups are still standing. This will come back around if you take it back, if you give it another shot. At some point, this will come back around. And I feel like consciously or subconsciously, that's what they're thinking when they're walking away. I want to walk away, because that Eight of Cups is walking away in search of something bigger, better, right? More fulfilling. So I feel like they might walk away now looking to better themselves, so that if ever this comes back around, they'll be more prepared for you, if that makes sense. But for the time being, this is going to be left in the air, and they're going to put up an image with the Three of Cups and the Magician, like everything's fine, everything's great, or they're kind of tone it down to let's hang out, be friends, be social, but there's no romance, no more passion for a while, you know what I mean? So show me Libra's energy and the person that they're dealing with. Libra and the person that they're dealing with. So we have your energy, their energy. What's in the middle of the crocodile? There's a lot of emotion, but it's like, don't rock the boat. Don't talk about it. Don't. Stay quiet about it. Don't make it known. Don't make it obvious. And that's both your attitudes here, which I find funny. Your energy and attitude here, we have the raccoon and the owl. Yeah. The raccoon is with that Seven of Swords. It's like, you have the wisdom. You know exactly what's going on here. You can see it a mile away. Which is why you're kind of leaving them to it. You're leaving them to make their own decisions. That's why you're kind of taking a step back and observing what they do. You yourself are keeping your intentions to yourself, because I feel like for you, they need to make something clear, and then you can talk about how you feel, what you want, etc. But they need to be, you know what it feels like? It feels like you already know, and I've said this, you already know who you are and what you want. And you don't want to impose that on them. You don't want to pressure them in any way. So you're keeping quiet until they say how they feel or what they want to do with this. Okay? Because you're a little bit emotionally detached. Again, not saying that you don't have emotion, but you're a little bit emotionally detached, where you're like, regardless of how I feel, I'm going to hold back, see what they do, observe, see what they do. And if they show me that they're not ready for this, then that's okay, they're not ready for this. Right? It's not going to rock me, it's not going to shake me. In their energy and attitude, we have the zebra and the moth. Yeah, I mean, very flighty. Very flighty energy. They're very, like I say, they're so drawn to you, it's unreal. And there's going to be this push and pull. This push and pull. There's going to be this running away from it, being drawn back to it. Because they're being called to, it's almost like they're being given the opportunity to grow up, to level up. They recognize it, but at the minute they're scared of it, as opposed to them being ready to embrace it. Does that make sense? So, I mean, I hope that helps you. For what it's worth, let me tell you, if something's meant to be in your life, it will be in your life. Whatever's meant for you will find you, no matter what happens, no matter how much time passes, no matter what kind of distance you put between you and the thing, it will find you. I do want to say that, okay? So if at the minute you want to say, you know what, I'm not going to hang around for this person, I understand that they're not ready, and that's okay. They can live their life, I'll go live mine, and if we're meant to be, we're meant to be. And I feel like that's your attitude, to be fair. And it's just saying, you know, you've got a good approach towards it. All right, moving on to Scorpio. Hey Scorpio, thanks for joining us. And as always, be sure to watch the intro as well, because that's where I make any sort of updates or anything else I want to tell you guys. I'll do it in the intro. And be sure to watch all your signs, okay? So let's see what's going on for Scorpio and the person they're dealing with. Scorpio and the person they're dealing with. Show me Scorpio and the person they're dealing with. How you view them, how they view you, how you feel about them, how they feel about you, where things currently stand, where you would like them to go, where they would like them to go, unknown factors influencing this, and in the outcome. We have the High Priestess. Bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Wands. Scorpio, you're dealing with a lot of hurry up and wait energy. I'll get a sip of coffee. Because you have, there's a couple of queens involved, and there's that Three of Pentacles there, so it could be a choice between two people. It could be that someone needs time to figure out what they want to do, or figure out who they want to choose. How you view them, we have the Hangman. So you view them as stuck, not making a decision, maybe not addressing some issues. How they view you is the Queen of Cups. They view you as very nurturing, very loving, very patient. You're showing them unconditional love, unconditional support, very understanding. So that's why I feel like they need to figure something out, and you're trying to be patient. How you feel about them, we have Temperance. I feel like you kind of go back and forth with how you feel about them for some of you. And further, this is also where it's almost like I don't want to address how I feel about them until I know what they're gonna do, because I don't want to get too deep in my feelings and then things not play out the way I want them to, for them to go the other way, for them to choose someone else. Does that make sense? So it's almost like there's feelings there, but you're trying not to think about it until they figure out what they're doing. How they feel about you, we have the Eight of Pentacles. They view you as, someone who's willing to put in the work and someone who's willing to grow and develop things together. They also view how they feel about you. I don't know if they feel like being with you would be a lot of work on their part, or they would have to do a lot of work on themselves in order to be with you. Where things currently stand, we have the Three of Pentacles. I do think there's a choice here. There's someone else involved, there's another party involved, whether there's someone they're talking to, someone they're comparing it to, or someone else talking to them, confusing them about things, or this could also be a case where the two of you are working together, and maybe they're concerned how this is going to impact your work and relationship, if it were to go anywhere. There is a lot of attraction between the two with that Ace of Wands. Where you would like things to go, we have the Queen of Swords. So again, Scorpio, I feel like where you would like things to go, it's like on the one hand, you are patient, you are understanding. On the other hand, you're like, okay though, how long do you need? I've been patient, I've been understanding. They seem to think you'll just keep waiting. They seem to think they have forever to figure it out. But I feel like they're starting to kind of grow cold on you. Is that even a phrase? Is that even a saying? But you know what I mean? You're starting to get a little cold towards them, a little indifferent. Because you're very much in charge of your emotions when it comes to you. You're not allowing them to rule you. You're like, I know I have feelings, but I'm not going to look at them. I'm not going to entertain them until I know what this person's doing, until I know if they deserve my feelings. Do you know what I mean? Where they would like things to go, We have the Seven of Wands. I feel like this is someone fighting the connection. Either because you work together and they don't want to mess that up or risk that in any way. Or because, honestly, because it's like they view you as so much better than them. In the unknown factors to consider here, we have the Tower. There's something crumbling, falling apart, or this is an outburst. Or it's just that intense, passionate attraction that maybe you're going to be given into. I don't know. Clarify. And in the outcome, we have the High Priestess. Whatever's going on here. There could also be a fight. It could be an argument. When you start to push them, and then they start to push back, and it turns into a fight. Because with the High Priestess here, this is like someone going quiet, going dark. You don't know what they're up to, you don't see them, you don't hear from them. Or you do see them, but they're completely closed off, they're completely detached, you can't read them. This turns into a platonic thing. So let's clarify. What's this Tower? Yeah, here's the other person. 3 Queens now, and the High Priestess. And the High Priestess in the outcome, 2 of Pentacles, and the Magician. Yeah. You're dealing with someone who's dealing with someone else. Yeah. King of Pentacles with the Queen of Pentacles and unknown factors. You're dealing with someone who's already committed. I have to be honest. I feel like they're telling you, either they're telling you, give me some time, be patient with me, I'll get out of this situation. But actually they have no plans to do so. And the longer you wait, the more annoyed and then angry you get. And then something's going to be revealed here. I don't think they will tell you this. You'll find this out on your own. This person might contact you directly. Hey, I found some texts. Hey, I found some pictures. What is this? And you might be the one completely closing down to this individual. Because you realize that they're a juggler and a manipulator. So, Scorpio, be on the lookout. Stay on your toes. I think you are picking up on the fact that something's not quite right. You just can't put your finger on it. Because this person just seems to need more time. Or they seem to... It's almost like initially they look like, you know, a scared, innocent little lamb that you kind of have to nurture and be careful with, you know, and be gentle with, not careful. They could be like, woe is me type energy. They could be telling you some sort of a sad story. They could be the type telling you, I don't deserve you, you're too good for me, and you'd be like, no, it's okay, you've got a good heart. Do you know what I mean? And then they're keeping up with this image, and you're like, okay, I'm not going to push them, I'm not going to scare them away. They're okay, they're just going through a lot, but they're a good person, and you know what I mean? And then the longer you wait, it just starts to sit, just less and less sit right with you. Because you're like, something's going on here, man. What is this? But then every time you talk to them, you're not getting anywhere. And then there's going to be this whole revelation here. And I feel like you'll be done with this person. So just be careful, Scorpio. If anyone shows up that is how I just described, it's better to cut ties, cut your losses. They're putting up a show. They're putting up a front. They already have someone. They're just messing. Show me Scorpio and the person they're dealing with. Scorpio energy. The person they're dealing with. Bottom of the deck, we have the Sea Serpent. I mean, yeah, this person's a snake. It's a snake. I also feel like they're going to get themselves caught. Because they're spinning so many webs, they will get themselves caught. your energy, your attitude here, we have the rabbit and the black egg. Yeah. See, with the rabbit, you're like, you're very cautious. You're there, you're paying attention, but you can walk away on a moment's notice. The second you see something's off, the second you have confirmation, you're bolting. Because you know there's something there unknown with the black egg. There's something there. You can't put your finger on it right away, but there's something that doesn't sit right with you. And the longer you give this person, the longer you give them time that they're asking for, that they say they need, it's like the more your instincts are telling you to bolt. And their energy and attitude, yeah, I mean, you have the fox, man, come on, with the cosmic egg. They might already have children with someone else, and that's that egg there that you can't put your finger on, or is that commitment, right? And with the fox, they're sly, they're manipulative, they want to eat their cake, they want to have their cake and eat it too. We have a snake again, I mean, come on. You can't trust this person. They're very manipulative, they're very sly, pun intended, and slippery, you know. But they know exactly what they're doing with the fox. This is what they do. This is what they do. So Scorpio, I'm going to leave that with you. Just a heads up. And again, guys, remember, these are very general. Not everyone's going to be dealing with this. If it makes no sense to you, just watch your other placements. It might just not be your reading, okay? Don't try to force it to fit. Don't go shouting at your partner if this makes no sense, but you're like, well, it was in the reading. You know what I mean? Just be discerning. That's why I always say, just keep an open mind, take what makes sense to you, what resonates, and just disregard the rest. Okay, Sagittarius, 2707, roughly. What's going on for Sagittarius and the person they're dealing with? What's going on for Sagittarius and the person they're dealing with? Sagittarius and the person they're dealing with. Sagittarius, also watch the intro. Always watch the intro to videos, because that's where I make any sort of announcements about specials or anything like that. And also watch all your signs. Sagittarius and the person on their mind. How you view them, how they view you, how you feel about them. You don't know. How they feel about you. Where things currently stand, where you would like things to go, where they would like things to go. Unknown factors influencing this, and in the outcome. We have the Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So this is some sort of either a lot of messages, unexpected communication, or a lot happening at the same time. This could also be the arrows of love in a love reading. This could also be passion or anger. I'm not seeing anger in any of the other cards, so it's probably passion. It's also a lot of flirting, texting, messaging, but flirting. How you view this person. We have the Three of Pentacles. So either you view them as commitment material, a good partner, maybe not just romantic. You could also see, you know, they could be a good romantic partner, but you could also have a good business together. You view them as there's a lot of room to grow together. They're an equally hard worker as you are. You share the same values. You may even work together. How they view you, we have the Emperor. So they view you as very mature, large and in charge, big personality. You do like to get your way, but you are fair, you think things through. Like I say, you're very mature, you always have a plan, you always have a strategy, you're a very hard worker. They could also view you as someone who could be a good father or a good mother, take it as it resonates. Someone who is husband or wife material. How you feel about them, we have the Seven of Pentacles. You're still thinking about it. How you feel about them, you're trying to make up your mind. Either you feel like, well, I don't know him well enough. I feel like there's something there, there are feelings there, there's attraction there, but it's almost like you're trying not to run away with it. It's like you're trying to make sure that what you're seeing is correct before admitting, or even to yourself, you know, whatever the feelings are there. It's almost like you're trying to get to know them better, right? But you're like, I know we're very similar. I know we have the same values. I know we could build together. But I don't want to run away with myself, Emperor energy, right? I'm going to keep it in check until I know more. And then I'm going to confirm things. I want to confirm things before I decide how I feel about this person, pretty much. How they feel about you, we have the Page of Wands. I mean, this is spark, this is fun, this is excitement. This is passion. Like I said, they want to do a lot of flirting with you, or they are doing a lot of flirting with you. They're very attracted to you. They're very attracted to you. Where things currently stand, we do have the Lovers. So with the Lovers, I don't know if you're caught between two. I don't know if this is someone you're with currently, or this is someone that you meet but you're already with someone else. And maybe that's what you're trying to figure out, how you feel about this new person before you mess up your current situation. Because you want to make sure you're doing the right thing, right? Because we also have the Three of Pentacles here. 3 people. Choices. And where things currently stand, there's choices. I feel like this new person is very tempting to you. And it's like, it's a head or a heart decision. Sorry, I have to get some water. On the one hand, you have this very tempting situation. On the other, you have the situation you're already in, or someone else you're talking to. And it's like one of them is like safer. I don't know how that resonates with you. Either they're more predictable, or you feel like you could dominate more in that partnership, or I don't know, they're safer. And then there's this other individual where there's a lot of attraction, there's a lot of chemistry, there's a lot of passion. You do view him as on the same level as you, but maybe that might be an issue. Because what if we end up butting heads? Because we both know what we want and we both have strong personalities. And I feel like that's where you're taking time to figure things out here. Where you would like them to go, where you would like things to go, we have the Ace of Cups. I do feel like you're curious about this person, this new person. What would it be like if we had this new beginning, if we started dating? What would it be like? You might actually be thinking of making some sort of a gesture, an offer, or expressing how you feel. Where they would like things to go, we have the Sun. So this is joy, this is fun, this is excitement, this is creativity, this is living in the moment. I feel like they too would want to pursue this. This is a very fun person, whoever this is. They're just very fun. They're just bubbly, exciting, they're very smart, they make all sorts of funny jokes. They're very free spirit. I feel like that's part of what draws you to them. Unknown factors to consider, we have the Eight of Pentacles. So with the Eight of Pentacles, in terms of things to consider, things you may or may not be aware of that you need to consider here because they're influencing the situation, either you're both workaholics or because someone's work, or both of yours, both of your work situations might be a factor to consider. But this could be that kind of a situation where when you're together, it's like holiday, and then when it's time to work, you go to work, they go to work. And I think that's how you view them. You view them as, you know, that's the perfect kind of partnership for me, and I think they could give me that. In the outcome, we have the Magician. I do feel like there's some sort of an expression here, because this is where we put it all on the table. What else with the Magician? Two of Wands and the Knight of Wands. Yeah. That's under the, the full under the Eight of Wands. I feel like if this is you, someone's walking away, the Hermit under the Fool. Someone has learned some new information. It could be that that's you meeting this other person. You've learned some new information that now has given you an option of, do I stay where I am, or do I go towards a commitment with this person, or do I end my current commitment to have a commitment with this other person? And you've been taking your time, but there's something that is happening very quickly. There's a change that is happening very quickly. Someone could be exiting this partnership that they're in very quickly and coming towards you. Did I say very quickly? Yeah, again, very quickly. With that Knight of Wands. Someone's putting it all out there. They're making their choice, and they're going for it. There's a lot of passion. There's a lot of travel. There's a lot of fun. And I do feel like you're on the same page with this other individual. So for others of you, if this is where you have been just diving into your work to try to avoid having to figure this out, you know what I mean? Then this is advice for you, you know? Take into account that you're on the same page with this other individual. You both want the same things. You both see things the same way in terms of what a love partnership is, in terms of what a power couple is, where they're both very hard working. Their businesses, their work situations, their careers are important to them, but they also can balance out a relationship with that. And if you wanted to make a move, I feel like it would be very well received. Things are mutual here. Show me Sagittarius and the person they're dealing with. Sagittarius energy. This other person's energy. And the third party energy, they asked me to pull a card. So we have the Octopus. So yeah, definitely dealing with someone who's on your level when it comes to work, business, being an entrepreneur. Someone who has their finger in a lot of pies, right? They do a lot. They're split a lot of different ways. And I feel like for the most part, you're telling yourself, I don't know, you're trying to figure out, you know, I don't know if this person understands that about me. I don't know if this person understands that I'm going to have to focus on my work and I'm going to have to focus on my business, as well as this relationship. I can't make this relationship the end all and be all in my life. And I feel like you're trying to observe what's going on and to learn from that, right, in order to make your decision. You could be dealing with the water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This is also, I feel, it's almost like little tests, right? You say something to see what they say. Because again, that will give you information with the Hermit. Can they handle that kind of partnership? Because they do view you as someone who's very mature. They got their stuff together. You got your stuff together, right? Sagittarius energy. So we have the Unicorn and the Elephant. I feel like your energy here, you are someone who believes in long-term commitments. You can see them through. You can be an excellent partner, an excellent provider for life. At the same time, you're also very different with the Unicorn. You're a different kind of individual, right? Which is why you're being very, very careful with the kind of commitments that you're getting involved in. I feel like you're trying to make sure that this other person that you're looking at understands that, values that, and can respect that about you. And you know what? I think they can. And I think that's what you're learning as well. It's almost like you're looking for another unicorn. Someone who can match your pace, your speed, your dedication, your work ethic. That's very important to you as well. This other person's energy. So we have the Cosmic Egg and the Raccoon. I think they know what you're doing. I think they know you're trying to figure things out with the Raccoon. And they're leaving you to it. I think especially if you're in another commitment, I feel like they're very respectful of that. I think with the cosmic egg here, it's almost like they're waiting for you to be single, they're waiting for you to be available, they're waiting for you to be open to this. They will not push you. Why? Because they understand that you've got other stuff that you need to consider. So you need to be sure within yourself that this is something that you want. I feel like they've already made up their mind. But it's a case of, I'm not going to push Sagittarius. It needs to be their choice. I also know they have some things to wrap up. I'm not going to push them to do that. I'm going to be respectful of what other kind of commitments they have. You're dealing with someone who's very mature. This other party, we have the shark. So this could be someone you're already with. This other person is a little bit more out for themselves, I want to say. Maybe they put a lot more pressure on you, Sagittarius, to be there for them, to provide for them, to look after them, to understand them. It feels like they're a little bit more high maintenance, or they're a little bit more, they make things about them. And that could be what draws you to this other person, because they're very in charge of themselves. They don't need you to take care of them, right? They don't need you to provide for them. They can do that for themselves. Which is why what's between you is just love and fun and excitement and living in the moment together. After which, you know that you can go and focus on your work, and they're not going to get jealous, and they're not going to get possessive, and they're not going to get, start asking you questions. Where are you at? Come home. What are you doing? This feels like someone who's more dependent on you, at least emotionally. And maybe that's why you view this other person as, we share the same values, they're more stable, they understand how important work is, or my business. Okay? So, you have a decision to make there, Sagittarius. For better or for worse. I feel like this other person that you're very drawn to, and they're very drawn to you, they're also very respectful of any other commitment that you're in, but also they're not going to push you, they're not going to pressure you. They understand it needs to be your decision. But just know the feelings are mutual, and just know if you were to make a move, they would meet you in the middle. Do you know what I mean? You just kind of have to figure out what you want to do. Alright, moving on to Capricorn. Hey Capricorn, thank you for joining us. If you're skipping ahead, watch the intro as well, because there's some information for you there. And be sure to watch all your other signs. So let's see what's going on for Capricorn and the person they're dealing with. Ooh, Two of Cups. Who's on your mind, Capricorn? Who are you thinking of? What's going on with Capricorn and the person on their mind? So let's see. How you view them, how they view you, how you feel about them, how they feel about you. Sorry, I've already started to get messages, and I kind of slip in and out of consciousness, I guess I can say. Where things currently stand, oh geez, where you would like them to go, where they would like them to go, unknown factors to consider, and the outcome. Bottom of the deck, the Queen of Pentacles. This could be your energy, Capricorn, or it could be a Taurus, Virgo, or another Capricorn that you're dealing with. This could also talk about a focus on home and family, or a focus on long-term goals, long-term plans, putting down roots, settling down. I also hear a focus on value, or being valued, someone's value. I'm at a coffee, guys, but I don't want to interrupt the reading. So I'm just going to finish whatever water I have left, and we'll keep going. Okay, how you view this person, the Four of Cups. You might be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You view this person as bored, just in a meh type of energy. They stopped caring. You can't really read them. You feel like they don't really care anymore. No matter what you do, it could be a case of no matter what you do, they're just not happy. Or they're just not happy in general, if it has anything to do or not. Someone who's a bit of a playing the victim, feeling like they're the victim, bit of a pity party there, a bit of a wallflower. They don't really get involved with anything, but then they feel sad that you know, they don't have that much going on in their life. But then when you tell them, okay, well, let's do this, let's do that, they're like, meh. Do you know what I mean? That kind of person. That's how you view them. I'm not saying that's how they are. That's how you view them. How they view you, we have the Seven of Wands. With Seven of Wands, they may view you as either keeping them at a distance, blocking them out, or pushing them. How you feel about them, we have the Ace of Swords. With the Ace of Swords in your feelings, this could be a little bit of, it's not quite anger, but it's just a little bit of being annoyed. It's almost like you feel like you want to be blunt with them. This could also be a case of you're kind of losing feelings for them. You're kind of losing affection because of their attitude here. How they feel about you, we have the Seven of Swords. So how they feel about you, either they view you as shying away, not being open with them, not being honest with them, hiding something from them. But in terms of how they feel, I think they're sabotaging this connection. They're sabotaging this connection by being miserable all the time. They can see they're getting to you. They can see that you're coming to your limit. And it's intentional. They want to sabotage this connection. They want you to tell them off, so then they have an excuse to stop the relationship, stop the connection. Where things currently stand, we have the Three of Cups. So I don't know if there's other people involved. I don't know if it's friends and family involved. I don't know if friends and family are influencing this other person, or if it's a case of this is someone who likes to keep their options open, they like to date around, or at least be able to, have the freedom to, or where things currently stand between the two of you, you could start to look at this person as just, you know, they're a friend. I don't want to, you know what I mean? Or, what else, someone else I'm seeing here, when is it just the two of you, they're like this, like meh, like a wet blanket. But then when you see them out and about with people, they're just like the life of the party, they're drinking, they're having fun, they're dancing. But then when it's just the two of you, they're like, meh. Do you want to do this? Do you want to play a game? Just the two of us? That's not fun. Do you know what I mean? But they're sabotaging this connection because they want out. But they don't have the stones, pardon my French, to actually sit down and be honest with you. Where you would like things to go, we have the Four of Pentacles. I feel like you really care for this person. You're really trying your best to make it work. You don't want to let them go. You don't want to let this go. I feel like you're looking at it as an investment. I've already put time, energy, and emotion into this. I wouldn't want to let this go if I don't have to. Where they would like things to go, Seven of Pentacles, I feel like they're just stalling. And you see how you have another 7? 777 in line here. So that is all about truth, boundaries, investment, patience, strategy. You're dealing with someone who's strategizing here. You're dealing with someone who is very passive aggressive. They're miserable all the time when it's just the two of you, but when you go out around other people, they're the life of the party. They're doing everything intentionally to get you to get angry with them, to push them, for them to be able to cut ties with you, or for you to break up with them directly. Unknown factors to consider with the Three of Pentacles. You have the Three of Cups and the Three of Pentacles here. I feel like they may want to be with someone else. They're talking to someone else. Or like I say, they just want to have options. But there's another party here influencing this connection. If it's not someone they want to date or they want to be with, it's they just don't want to let go of their freedom. They just don't want to let go of their social life. They like to be able to have options. They like to be able to flirt with anyone they want. I feel like they're just over this connection, which is kind of cruel, because they don't want to actually come out and tell you that. You might be trying to buy them things, take them out, to make them happy, to make them smile, to bring them joy. They like that. They're not going to say no to that. I don't like this person. In the outcome, the Page of Pentacles, I feel like you will continue. This might even be a proposal. You're really going to try. I feel like you're really trying to get this person back on board, to get them, to make them happy. What's with that Page of Pentacles in the outcome? What's that Page of Pentacles? What? This one wanted to come out so badly. Yeah, the Eight of Pentacles. You'll offer to continue to work on this. Five Wands, no. They like that you have money, if we're going to be honest here. They like that you have money. They like the stuff you give them. They like the stuff you buy them. They like that you take them out. So they don't want to be the one to break up with you. You know what I mean? Because if they broke up with you, what I heard, if they break up with you, you're going to ask them for the stuff back. Whereas if they broke up with you because, you know, you give up on the situation, you might even feel like you're responsible, like you didn't do enough to make this person happy. They're such a manipulator. In which case, you wouldn't even care to get your stuff back. You'd be like, I'm sorry, I couldn't do better. I'm sorry, this is all I can do. I don't like this person. With the Tower here. Yeah. King of Pentacles. Yeah. You're headed towards a breakup, or that's why this is all happening. Because this person is a gold digger. This person is with you for money, for status. They're sabotaging the connection. The butterfly. They're just a social butterfly. And they like that about themselves. They don't want to change that. With the rabbit, I mean, we have a rabbit here with the Queen of Pentacles. They like to be able to date around. They like to be able to sleep around. I don't know if they've done that already with that Seven of Swords there and all these threes. This is all happening to lead to a breakup because you are. The universe is trying to save you from this person. They're going to ruin you. They're going to take you for everything you have. And then if you still don't break up with them by then, that's when they'll walk away. Be careful, Capricorn. Show me the energy of Capricorn and the person they're dealing with. Capricorn and the person they're dealing with. Energy of Capricorn. The person they're dealing with. I mean, look. Bottom of the deck, the snake. You're dealing with the snake. You're dealing with the snake. Snake in the grass. Someone who's very sly, very manipulative. They play on your emotion. They take advantage. They're never going to break up with you. They like that you feel like it's you not doing enough, and that's why they're not happy. They like that. Because it makes you try harder. Get them more stuff. I don't like this person, man. Your energy, we have the Sea Serpent and the Hawk. I feel like you're going round in circles. I feel like you're trying to figure this out. You're trying to look at the situation from every which way, every angle, every perspective. You're trying to understand what this person's issue is. You're just going through it, round and round, round and round. What if I do this? What if I do that? What if this? What if that? You're very determined with the Hawk and the Four of Pentacles to figure this out. There's got to be some way to fix this. There's got to be, I have to figure out. You're taking it all on yourself, which is something that works very well for them. Right? Like, it's your responsibility to figure them out, to make them happy. And you're taking it on. Like, okay, I have to figure it out. There's got to be a way. if I try this, if I try that. And they're just sitting there and enjoying the ride. I don't like this person. Capricorn. The rabbit and the firefly. I mean, look. The rabbit again. They like to be social, have options, talk to multiple people, flirt with multiple people, or sleep with multiple people. I'm putting it out there because I'm seeing it. But the firefly, they like to be in the spotlight. They like to be in the center of attention. And they're playing you. They're manipulating you. If they told you, I need a night to myself, I think that would make me happy to just be with my friends, you would be more than happy to say, I fully support you. Do whatever you need to do. If that was what makes you happy, by all means. I'm happy for you. Tell me what else I can do for you. Do you know what I mean? And then this person can go out, enjoy some attention, flirt with people, dance with people, I don't know. You're at home thinking, okay, this is good. They'll be happier tomorrow. And then tomorrow comes, and there's still this miserable, ugh. And you're like, I don't understand what happened. So they have their freedom, and then they still have you trying to work to make them happy. Oh, I hate this person. I don't like this person. Hate is a very strong word, but I don't like this person. So, Capricorn, whoever this is, if it makes sense, if it resonates with you, you have been warned. This needs to crumble. This needs to go. Because this person will ruin you, and then they'll go. If you don't break up with them, they'll take you for everything you have, and then they'll walk away. So please, please, please be careful. You know one sure way to speed up the process? Stop giving them stuff. Just don't give them stuff. Don't give them anything. Ask them to pay for something. You want to see how fast someone can run out your life? Try that. At least in the case of this person. Yeesh. Okay. Aquarius. 57, 20 minutes, 20 seconds, whatever. Aquarius. What's going on with Aquarius and the person on their mind? Aquarius and the person on their mind. How you view them, how they view you, how you feel about them, how they feel about you, where things currently stand, where you would like things to go, where they would like things to go, unknown factors to consider, and the outcome. Bottom of the deck, the 8 of Pentacles. Working very hard on something. I feel like you're working very hard on a connection with someone that you view as your happily ever after. It's a little similar to Capricorn because you are also dealing with someone who's kind of over the situation. And you view them as your happily ever after. You're starting to work towards a long-term future, whereas they're like only 1 foot in. How you view them is the 4 of Cups. This could have been an on again, off again situation for some of you, but how you view them, they're not happy, but they're not telling you why they're not happy. You view them as bored, discontent. But when you ask them about it, they're like, no, everything's okay. But it's like they're not even participating. They're not even trying to be present. How they view you, we have the Chariot. In terms of how they view you as a go-getter. You know what you want. You know, successful. You might own your own business. Focused, determined. They view you as, okay, I know Aquarius wants me. I know Aquarius has plans for us. I know Aquarius knows what they're doing. They're very focused. How you feel about them? Well, you want to settle down, you want to get married, you want to have a family, you want to move in together, take it based on what kind of level you're at in the connection, take it to the ultimate level, right? Next level, then next level, then next level. You want to build a future with this person, you want to settle down with them, you want to grow old with them, and that's how you feel about them. How they feel about you? Well, the Eight of Cups. They want out. They want out. Do you know what this is? This is, you're dealing with someone who is not looking to settle down. You're dealing with someone who is very fun, very flirty, very loving even, in the moment, when it's just in the moment. When we don't put a name on it, a label on it, when we don't talk about the future. We can talk about the future, Seven of Cups. But with the Seven of Cups, it's just talk, right? It's just that fun time of envisioning it and talking about it. You know, how many kids we'd have and what their names would be. But there's no intention on their part to actually start doing the work. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like they view you as, now you're starting to really push forward. And they feel like, well, I don't want this. I don't know if they'll actually tell you. I don't think they'll even tell you. I think, once again, you're dealing with someone who will make you break up with them. Okay? Currently, you're kind of confused about it. You can see that something's off. You're kind of confused about it. You can't put your finger on it. You might be dealing with the water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Where you would like things to go, you'd like to get going. We've talked about it. We've planned it. Let's start, putting some work in there. Let's actually start our lives together. Where they would like things to go, they got no clue. They're 1 foot in and 1 foot out, and I feel like they're tending to go out all the way. I feel like they're looking at it in terms of what this would give them, what they could get out of this. It's not as malicious as the person Capricorn was dealing with. They're not necessarily doing this to take you for everything you have. It's like, would they be a good partner? Yeah, they'd be a good partner. It's like, for them, it's more about, I know this would be a good situation, but is that what I want? Do I want to settle down? Unknown factors to consider, the Queen of Wands. You're dealing with someone who likes to be single. Or in a less, long-term connection. You're dealing with someone who likes to have their freedom. There's nothing wrong with that, don't get me wrong. And they're trying to figure out what they want to do about this. They're trying to be fair to you if they can. It's very different than the Capricorn person. The person the Capricorns are dealing with, for God's sake. I feel like they're trying to figure out if they can overcome this true nature of theirs. But their true nature is either single or some sort of an unconventional type of partnership, right? Like an open relationship, or like a friends with benefits, or, you know what I mean? And that's something that is heavily influencing this situation. In the outcome, we have the Two of Swords. Now, the Two of Swords can be avoiding the issue altogether for a little while longer, or it can be where someone shuts down, they stop talking about it, or someone just takes off, disappears, you can't get a hold of them. What's this Two of Swords? Eight of Wands, Three of Cups. More? Yeah, the High Priestess. I feel like this is what you're going to see happen. You won't be able to reach them. I feel like this is someone ghosting you, if I'm honest. You'll see on social media them out socializing, having fun, but they won't talk to you with the High Priestess. In their mind, they're doing you a favor. They're showing you kindness, because it's almost like they want you to understand, to cut your losses and then be free to find the person that's right for you, as opposed to you continuing to work on this with them. Yeah, because with the Page of Pentacles, I think they feel a proposal coming. I think they feel a proposal coming. Or if it's not a marriage proposal, it's something where, it's higher level of commitment. The key to their house, the key to your house together. And I do think they might send you a message and then block you, just to say, sorry, I can't do this. Or just not talk to you at all. And you can see on social media that they're out partying, having fun, and it's almost a case of, Aquarius, you need to figure out that I'm done from this what you're seeing, you need to figure out that I'm done. Which is not the best way to end something, but I think it's also better than deceiving you or dragging things out and making you waste time. So let's see. Show me Aquarius and the person they're dealing with. The energy of Aquarius. And the energy of the person they're dealing with. So at the bottom of the deck, we have the Bat. Yeah, there's a lot that has been hidden that is now going to come to the surface with that full moon. This could be happening around the full moon of February, which is when I'm recording this. I don't know, when is it? 17th? I don't know. But yeah, it's basically someone taking flight. What was unknown is going to be revealed, and it results in a departure. Your energy, your attitude, we have the Tiger and the Octopus. I feel like with the Tiger, it's almost like you've made your choice, you've made your selection. And then with the Octopus, you've started putting in the work. 8 of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. You're like, let's do this, come on. To them, that's overwhelming. To them, that's like, oh my God, Aquarius is doing too much. Their energy, we have the Horse and the Raccoon. They are not the type to settle down, at least not at this time. They like to be free, whatever that means to them. They could be afraid of commitment, which is why they prefer more unconventional types of commitment. You want the traditional type though, and you shouldn't have to settle or compromise on something that you truly want. This is something that is truly part of your nature. And I think they're trying to, it's almost like they're trying to spare you that conversation of you doing that to yourself, of saying, you know what, yeah, okay, let's try whatever kind of commitment you're comfortable with. You're dealing with someone who, they're not a bad person, they just don't want the same things you do. And they don't know how to tell you, but they do want to tell you because they don't want you to waste your time. And that's what they're trying to figure out with the Raccoon. Okay? So, I mean, it's not ideal, but at least you know. And then you can cut your losses and find someone who is on the same page as you are and who wants the same things you do, and someone who will be more than ready to start working on this with you. I genuinely feel like this person's not a bad person. They just don't want the same things you do, and they don't want to hurt you. And to them, I guess the best way to do that is to just kind of take off. Because they also don't want to, I feel like this is someone who doesn't really know how to communicate exactly how they feel. So I hope that helps you, okay? Ultimately, it's for the better, even though it may suck as you're going through it. Pisces, 10808 is what I saw on the clock. Show me Pisces and the person they're dealing with. Show me Pisces and the person they are dealing with. Pisces and the person they are dealing with. How you view them, how they view you, how you feel about them, how they feel about you, where things currently stand, where you would like them to go, where they would like them to go, unknown factors to consider, and the outcome. Bottom of the deck, 8 of Wands. So you can expect some very fast-paced communication or some very unexpected. Expect some unexpected communication, Pisces. Something coming in out of the blue. It's most likely something online, like a message or a text. It could be an email, but just not a very long one. With the 8 of Wands, it's like short and fast, right? I feel like this is to do with someone you're in separation from because you have a history. You have a history. And again, if that's not your story, just watch your other placements. How you view this person. Yeah, here's the communication. Page of Cups. 8 of Wands, Page of Cups. Some sort of a love offer coming in out of the blue, or some sort of an apology and a desire to make amends, or someone taking responsibility for what they did, asking for forgiveness and a second chance. Someone just pouring their heart out to you. But you view them as a page. You view them as, you know what you're saying is really nice. But I don't know if you've actually thought it through. Because pages are immature energy. They're not that well-rounded, you know what I mean? How they view you, Ace of Pentacles, they're like, yeah, Pisces is my person, I want to commit to Pisces, I want to invest, they're my forever person, I could have a life with them, they're worth it, I want to propose to them, they're worth it, I want to give them my heart, they're worth it. They view you as something very, very precious, very valuable. How you feel about them? The Five of Wands. Well, you're kind of conflicted. You're kind of conflicted. And where things currently stand between the two of you, there's the Page of Swords. And I feel like that's your energy more than theirs. You're conflicted and you're holding back. You may have heard all this before, because where you would like things to go is the Nine of Wands. You're like, you know what? I've been through this so many times. I've been on this rodeo so many times. It's just ridiculous. I don't know. I don't even know how I feel about you anymore. I'm a little pissed off, if I'm going to be honest. It's almost like it annoys you to hear all this again. Because it's like, really? The same spiel? Is that a word? The same story? The same discourse? I've heard this so many times. I'm just not impressed. I'm actually a little annoyed about it. Because after all this time and everything that happened, because we also have the Five of Cups here, you're coming back with the same thing. You're coming back with the same thing. And to them, they're thinking, I'm just going to go in and be completely vulnerable. But to you, that looks like, well, I don't think they've thought this through. It's a child. It's like a childlike innocence that they're coming to you with. And you view them as a child. And you view them as childish. Does that make sense? That's what is conflicting you. How they feel about you, once again, I want to work to earn Pisces' trust back. I'm ready to put in the work. I'm ready to earn their trust, their respect, their love back. They're worth it. They're so valuable. This is someone very determined. Like I say, where things currently stand, you're like, I don't even know if I should trust the word you're saying. I don't even... What is this? Where is this coming from? What are you talking about? You're very circumspect. Because where you would like things to go, I'm like, dude, I don't even... Or do debt. I don't even know. I just want to let this go, man. I don't... What are you doing? You know? Because this is where you're just tired. You're just bruised and battered. You've been through this so many times. Or the last time it was so rough on you mentally and emotionally and physically. You're like, I don't even... I'm more inclined to say, no, just let it go. With this being a 9. I just want to let this die. You know what I mean? Where they would want things to go, they want that happily ever after with you. They want to go from that Ace of Pentacles all the way to that King of Pentacles with you. And they're very determined, let me tell you. And have you noticed that so far they've just shown up as Pentacles? I like that. I'm going to tell you why. If I was seeing Cups, I'd be telling you, Pisces, trust your gut. This person has not changed. They're still wishy-washy. They're still confused and they have no clue what they're doing. They're just living based on what their emotions are telling them, but their emotions are, changing. They're showing up as Pentacles. So, they're anticipating a lot of hard work ahead of them and they're ready for it. They're eager for you to give them a chance. That's where they don't know. They don't know if you're going to give them that chance. If you give them that chance, I think you will see a different side of them. I really do. I have to be honest. But remember, this isn't for everyone. So you're still going to have to use your intuition. But this person that I'm looking at, they're grounded, they're mature, they have a plan, they have a vision, and they know what kind of work it takes. And it's like, just give me a chance. Just let me get started and show you what kind of work I'm willing to put in. Unknown factors that are influencing this connection. We have the Seven of Cups. There's a lot of confusion. I feel like on your part, there's a lot of confusion because it's like your heart is telling you, maybe I should give him a shot, see what happens, because there's still emotion there. Your mind is telling you, I heard something, but I'm not going to say it because I want to keep things PG-13. But your mind is telling you, dude, are you serious? Are you seriously going to forget what happened in the past? Are you kidding me? Like, Pisces, what are you doing? You're telling that to yourself. Your mind is telling you that. Pisces, what is up with you? That constant war between your brain and your heart, Pisces. And I'm a Pisces. I can attest to that. And you're like, but what if? And your brain is like, seriously? And then it's giving you some examples, some flashbacks. So it's kind of confusing. Not even gonna lie. And like I say, you're already exhausted when it comes to this person. Now in the outcome, you have the Five of Cups, and I'll clarify it, because the Five of Cups can talk about letting something go and mourning the loss and moving on. But it can also talk about something coming back around, because those two cups are still standing. I don't do reversals, but if they show me the card in reverse in my head, then I read the different meanings, right? So let's get more on that Five of Cups. What's that Five of Cups in the outcome? Ace of Wands. I think you're going to give them a chance, because we have the Ace of Wands and the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, someone who walked away wants to come back. We have fire sign, or they're just very driven and passionate about you and about getting you back. We have earth sign, Taurus with Capricorn, or again, someone who's just very grounded, very mature. They've thought this through. They're ready to do the work. And like I say, there's new life that is coming into this connection, and there is working together here with the Three of Pentacles. And you're on the same page, and I feel like that was an issue before. You just weren't on the same page. It was not balanced effort, and it feels like this time it is. You're going to have to trust yourself. Will this be consistent? Will this be long lasting? Two Pentacles. You're going to have to be careful with the Strength card. And the Three of Cups. I feel like it can be long lasting, but you kind of have to keep things in check, keep the balance with the Strength card and the Two of Pentacles, to keep them on their toes. Like, not keep track of, oh, I did this, you have to do that. Not that. But kind of keep tabs in the back of your mind, right? So that you don't end up going back into you over-giving and then kind of relaxing, and just it's easier to take than to match your effort. Do you know what I mean? If the both of you can stay focused on maintaining that equal give and take, I do feel like this can be a happily ever after kind of story. But like I say, you're going to have to trust your own intuition, because it'll tell you what the situation is for you, okay? I'm not seeing the Devil. I'm not seeing the Seven of Swords. I'm not seeing any sneakiness, any strategizing. I'm literally seeing someone who is coming to you with their heart in their hands. They just need a shot, and they're already all geared up and ready to go to work for it. Work, work, work. Show me Pisces energy and the person they're dealing with. Show me Pisces energy and the person they're dealing with. So Pisces, this person, this situation, the Sea Serpent, you might be dealing with something that is coming back around because it's unfinished business, because it needs to be completed, because it can be better, I hear. Or this person wants to do better, or this person is better. There has been some change that has happened. They are better. They are more stable within themselves. They want to show you that they can do better. This is like a do-over. Interesting. And you have your free will. If you don't want to deal with this person, you don't have to. Just telling you. Your energy. I mean, we have the Cobra and the Cosmic Egg. You're like, I am so much more aware of my own self-worth at this time. I am less forgiving. I am less understanding. I am less willing to see your perspective before I see and value my own. There was a very serious imbalance in the past where you overgave, and that upset the balance. They allowed you to give more, and they stopped giving you to match that effort. Does that make sense? It's like the both of you wanted to make each other happy so bad. The both of you are on the same page at some point with giving to each other. At one point, I feel like they relaxed. They got complacent, and it was easier for you to do more, to give more, and then in time they started to expect that of you. And I feel like that's where it went down the drain. This is you, where, you know what, I've been through a hell of a transformation. As a result, what happened between us, I am much more aware of how valuable I am and how precious I am. And I will stand up for myself. I will defend myself. I will speak my truth. I'm not going to censor myself anymore. I'm not going to, Be careful not to hurt your feelings. If something is true, it's true. I'm not going to pretend it's not the truth in order to spare your feelings. The Cobra is like the Queen of Swords energy here for me. Number one, they're going to have to earn you kind of relaxing, lowering your guard around them, and it will take time. Number two, you're making it perfectly clear. You're not fooling anyone. I know my worth. I'm not going to prove myself to you. I don't have to. We're not going to be playing games anymore. And I feel like that's a good approach to have, if I'm honest. In their energy, we have the unicorn and the dragonfly. I feel like they are... When they come to you, they have this very, very gentle, very, very vulnerable, very innocent attitude and energy around them. You're like this. Say something. Give me a reason. They're coming in literally. Do you know how a dog approaches you when they don't want to upset you or anger you, or they want to get close to you and earn your trust or earn your affection? Do you know how they come like literally crawling and with their head down? That's how I'm seeing this person. Metaphorically, obviously, energetically. They're so open and vulnerable this time. I'm not seeing ego. It's pleasant to see. It's pleasant to see because it would mean that they have genuinely changed. Okay? And then it just becomes working on it and just making sure that balance is maintained, and it can be long lasting. Alright? There's a lot of emotion that is coming out of this from these cards. But like I say, they're willing to work for it. Okay? So I'll leave that with you. I hope it makes sense. I hope it helps if you're dealing with this situation. I hope you enjoyed the readings. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you haven't. Thank you if you have. Let me know how this makes sense, if it does, and if it helps. Alright? So I'm sending you lots of love, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.